Echoes of Dawn, by Reuben White. The morning Sarah buried her brother, the sky wept crystalline tears that merged with her own. Standing beneath a black umbrella in the cemetery's heart, where ancient oaks stretched their gnarled fingers toward leaden clouds, she felt the weight of absence press against her chest like a stone. Michael had always been her lighthouse, steady, bright, guiding her through the storms of life. His battle with depression had been silent, like shadows creeping across morning frost, until that final dawn when he chose to slip away, leaving only a note that read, "The stars called me home." In the weeks that followed, Sarah's apartment became a museum of memories. Coffee cups remained unwashed, bearing the ghost prints of conversations they'd shared. His favorite sweater still draped across her reading chair, threads worn thin at the elbows where he'd rest them during their Sunday discussions about everything and nothing. The grief counselor, Dr. Chen, spoke of stages: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, as if mourning followed a neat roadmap. But Sarah's grief was a labyrinth, each turn revealing another memory, another what if, another moment when she might have seen the signs. Grief isn't linear, Dr. Chen would say, her voice soft as wind through autumn leaves. It's like the tide, it ebbs and flows, and sometimes the waves crash harder than others. Sarah began writing letters to Michael, filling journals with words she wished she'd said. She wrote about the cardinal that visited her window each morning, red as heart's blood against winter's pallor. She told him about the young man at the coffee shop who reminded her of him, who struggled with his own demons but found solace in painting skyscapes. One night, in the grip of insomnia, she discovered Michael's old astronomy books. Their pages were filled with his cramped handwriting, observations of constellations, and theories about cosmic dust. In the margins of one page, he'd written, "We're all made of stardust. When we're lost, maybe we're just finding our way back to the stars." The word sparked something in Sarah. She began volunteering at a mental health center, sharing her story with others who carried similar weights. In group sessions, she met Marcus, whose brother had also died by suicide, and Elena, who fought her own daily battle with depression. Together, they formed a constellation of their own, broken people helping each other navigate the darkness. Slowly, like the first green shoots breaking through winter soil, Sarah began to heal. Not in the way of wounds that vanish without trace, but in the way of bones that grow stronger at the breaks. She learned to carry her grief not as a burden, but as a lantern illuminating the paths of others who wandered in similar shadows. On the anniversary of Michael's death, Sarah organized a stargazing event at the mental health center. As dozens of people gathered on the rooftop, their faces turned skyward, she shared Michael's words about stardust. Someone began to sing, and others joined in, their voices rising like prayer into the velvet night. Looking up at the vast canvas of stars, Sarah felt Michael's presence, not in the crushing weight of absence, but in the infinite possibility of light traveling across darkness. She understood then that grief was not just about loss, it was about transformation. Like stars that die to birth new elements, their shared pain could become the foundation for healing. "We're all connected," she told the group, her voice steady against the night wind. "By our pain, by our hope, by the very stardust in our bones. And when we reach out to each other, we create our own constellations of support." In the years that followed, Sarah's work at the center helped countless others find their way through grief's labyrinth. She never stopped missing Michael, but she learned to see his light reflected in every person she helped, in every story of survival, in every moment of connection. And on quiet nights, when the weight of absence pressed close, she would look up at the stars and remember we're never truly alone. We're all part of something vast and beautiful, our grief and joy intertwined like threads in the cosmic tapestry, creating patterns of meaning in the infinite dark. The story of loss became a story of light, of finding home not in the absence of pain, but in the presence of understanding. In helping others navigate their own darkness, Sarah found that grief could be both an end and a beginning, a door closing and a window opening to the stars.